Namaste to all. Here I am with a new video relating to holding company accounts, and in holding company there may be a twist relating to the bonus shares, issue of bonus shares. Suppose if issue of bonus shares also given in the holding company accounts problem, how to deal that one we are going to see now. Okay, so let us see what it says. Issue of bonus shares by subsidiary company, not holding company. Who is issuing? Subsidiary company is issuing, will increase the number of shares held by holding company as well as minority shareholders. That is your what we call non-control interest parties as per Ind AS 110. Previously it is called as minority shareholders. Now non-control interest parties we are saying. So issue of bonus shares may or may not affect cost of control depending upon whether such shares are issued out of capital profits or revenue profits. If it is issued out of capital profits, that is pre-acquisition profits, then there will not be any much difference, but we need to show bonus shares details separately in the balance sheet. That's it. The treatment of bonus shares by subsidiary company will depend upon sources from which bonus shares are issued. Bonus shares may issued out of pre-acquisition profits or reserves of post-acquisition profits or reserves of the subsidiary company. If it is from pre-acquisition, how it will be dealt we are going to see in this problem. Treatment of issue of bonus shares out of pre-acquisition profits. Issue of bonus shares at pre-acquisition profits or reserves will have no effect on consolidated balance sheet, since आपका कैपिटल प्रॉफिट जो भी है रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस में, ओके, that is capital reserve, general reserve, these are being transferred to शेयर कैपिटल. तो ये शेयर कैपिटल में चले जा रहा. तो while calculating non-control interest portion by taking capital plus reserves and surplus, ओके, रिजर्व्स में माइनस होता बोनस शेयर वैल्यू, कैपिटल में ऐड होता. तो ओवरऑल योर नेट असेट्स will be same. Overall net assets will be same in case of bonus issue out of pre-acquisition profits, that is capital profits. So that is what we are going to see in this problem. Okay, let us see how it will be dealt. It is so because holding company's share in pre-acquisition profit is reduced on account of issue of bonus shares, and on the other hand paid up share capital by holding company increases. ये increase होता paid up share capital, ये reserves and surplus minus होता. Therefore cost of control or goodwill remain same as it before the issue of bonus share. अब बोनस शेयर इशू करने से पहले या बाद में देखें तो whether you call bonus issue or not, your reserves will be capital will be same. Suppose your capital is 10 lakhs and your reserves and surplus is 5 lakhs, say total 15 lakhs we are having. Now out of this 2 lakhs we are issuing as bonus shares, so यहाँ पे -2 lakhs, यहाँ पे +2 lakhs, Then also your capital will be 12 lakhs, your reserves and surplus will be 3 lakhs. Okay, out of 5 if you deduct 2, to 10 if you add 12, then again it will be 15 only. That is what happens when you do from pre-acquisition. But this treatment we need to show separately while preparing the financial statements. Okay, part in detail. And someone was asking me, sir, you are preparing video and sending for us, but most of the girls are not following, or most of the students are not following. Okay, my suggestion to them to follow. If they don't follow also, no problem. Those, even one student if get benefit from the video, that is enough for me. And revision video is made for few people itself. So don't bother about others who are not following, just think about those who are following. That is what my thinking. So issue of bonus shares, if given in the holding company, how to do, that is what we are going to discuss in this unit, this video. So be careful with these things. Okay, let us see the further question, what the question is saying about. Illustration 4 we are doing from the textbook. You people are having bonus shares from the pre-acquisition profits and revaluation of assets, दोनों भी है कहते हैं इसमें. A Limited acquired 8,000 shares of rupees 100 each in B Limited. Okay, B Limited के शेयर्स कौन एक्वायर कर रहे हैं? A Limited एक्वायर कर रहा है. Okay, on 30th September, please remember the date, on 30th September 2017, balance sheet of two companies as on 31st March 2018 are as follows. देखो, date of balance sheet and date of acquisition are not same. In this case, we need to calculate goodwill and non-control interest. Non-control interest and goodwill are bargaining purchase price. Okay, on the date of acquisition, and again non-control interest will be calculated on the date of consolidated balance sheet, right? On the date of consolidated balance sheet, please remember this point. We need to calculate non-control interest two times. Once for calculating goodwill or bargaining purchase, because we are doing not as per AS, we are doing as per Ind AS 110, because Ind AS 110 is saying differently to calculate goodwill or bargaining purchase as compared to the AS. So अभी अपने को इंड एस 110 के हिसाब से कंसोलिडेटेड बैलेंस शीट के हिसाब से, कंसोलिडेटेड फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स के हिसाब से कंसोलिडेटेड बैलेंस शीट करना है. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दीज पॉइंट्स केयरफुली. एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग is so let us see the balance sheet given. A Limited, B Limited, equity share capital, shareholders fund, under that share capital 30,000 shares of 100 rupees each, 30 lakhs, 10,000 shares of 100 rupees each, 10 lakhs. Okay, out of this 10,000 shares, See, out of these 10,000 shares, how many shares acquired by A Limited? A Limited acquired 8,000 shares out of 10,000. So 10 by 8 into 100. If you do, you will get 80%. 80% is acquired by A Limited, means A Limited will become holding company. When A Limited will become holding company, it has to prepare consolidated balance sheet as per Ind AS 110. So that point we need to write while solving the problem. तो यहाँ पे आपको एक बात पता चल गया, ये ए लिमिटेड क्या हो रहा, बी लिमिटेड के लिए होल्डिंग कंपनी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स acquired. Okay then, let us see further information. And here date of acquisition is 30th September and date of balance sheet information is on 31st March. So there will be pre-acquisition, post-acquisition, distribution of profits. So please remember that point also. Next, in reserves and surplus we are having, capital profits, capital reserve or capital profits. Profit, okay. Under reserves and surplus we are having capital profit, that is capital reserve and general reserve. These two are capital profits directly, we can say. Surplus account is of both having pre-acquisition, post-acquisition profits, because this may be as on 31st March balance, but if it is of current year profit, we need to consider current year profit before acquisition date and after acquisition date, pre-acquisition, post-acquisition. And pre-acquisition profit will be treated as capital profit, post-acquisition profit will be treated as revenue profit. Hope you understood till here. Okay, let us go further. Please remember one thing, this is a lengthy problem, video may become bigger one, so don't worry about the time. Current liabilities, okay, creditors A Limited, B Limited. Bills payable including 5,000 of A Limited. So out of total bills payable of B Limited, 5,000 is from A Limited. इसको आप क्या बोलते हैं, इंटर कंपनी ओइंग्स आर म्यूचुअल ओइंग्स आर म्यूचुअल डेट. Okay, so we need to deduct from the, while preparing consolidated balance sheet, 5,000 from the bills payable, as well as in current assets of A Limited. Okay, in current assets of A Limited also we need to deduct 5,000 as mutual owings. Okay, again there is one more thing, loan from B Limited is 21,000. Okay, please remember one by one. This is also what, लोन फ्रॉम बी लिमिटेड. अब होल्डिंग कंपनी बी लिमिटेड से क्या, इट इज ऑल्सो म्यूचुअल डेट while doing the consolidation. This is to be ignored. See here, on the balance sheet day A Limited, there is a contingent liability, bills discounted 6,000. This we will see later on. So this is a contingent liability. वो बाद में देखेंगे. Next, total equity and liabilities is over. Liabilities part, assets part. Under assets we are having non-current assets, fixed assets and investment in B Limited at a cost of 17 lakhs. This will be called as purchase consideration paid. For calculating the goodwill or bargaining purchase, this will be taken from the A Limited value. Then stock in hand, debtors, bills receivable including 5000. यहाँ पे वहाँ पे bills payable में है, यहाँ पे bills receivable हो जाएगा. So this 5000 also we need to deduct while preparing consolidated balance sheet. Being mutual owings are inter company owings are debts, cash and bank balance. Loan from A Limited 20,000 is there. यहाँ पे loan taken from B Limited is how much? 21,000. But whereas in the books of A Limited it is 20,000. So इससे related कुछ point रहेगा वो भी देख लेंगे. But these two should be eliminated because यहाँ पे asset बता रहे, यहाँ पे liability बता रहे. So while taking these values in consolidated balance sheet, neither loan from B Limited appears or loan to A Limited appears in the books of consolidated balance sheet in holding company. So these are the things we need to consider while preparing consolidated balance sheet. Okay, other information they are saying C. What? You are given the following information. B Limited made bonus issue on 31st March 2010. One share for every 2 shares held. 1 share for every 2 shares held. Okay. Capital reserve equivalent, but the accounting effect to this has not been given in the books of accounts. Shares कब दे रहे हैं? On 31st March 2018. So bonus issue is on 31st March 2018 and it has acquired shares when A Limited acquired shares when on the date of acquisition it is not having any bonus shares, but at the time of consolidation there are bonus shares. So remember this point. Next, interest receivable for the year 1000 in respect to B Limited, not credited. See, interest receivable for the year 1000 in respect of loan due by A Limited to B Limited has not been credited in the books. सी बी लिमिटेड ने अपने बुक्स में ये इंटरेस्ट जो है ना वो क्रेडिट नहीं करे, इसीलिए यहाँ पे बैलेंस शीट इन द बैलेंस शीट गिवन यू आर हैविंग लोन टू ए लिमिटेड अमाउंट बीइंग 20,000 only, but it should be plus 1,000. Now it will become 21,000 at the time of consolidated balance sheet. This 21,000 and here liability is there 21,000. एक जगह पे asset, एक जगह पे liability. While preparing consolidated balance sheet, these two should not be considered. It should be eliminated because एक one hand you are saying a loan, on other hand you are saying a लोन गिवन एज असेट. ओके, सो लायबिलिटी एंड असेट दोनों इफेक्ट चले जाएगा इन दी कंसोलिडेशन प्रोसेस. सो नेक्स्ट, द क्रेडिट बैलेंस, ये वाला देखो, द क्रेडिट बैलेंस इन सरप्लस अकाउंट ऑन 1/4/2017 is 21,000. Means opening balance of surplus is how much? 21,000. Closing balance of surplus given is 1,80,000. But out of this opening balance is how much? 21,000. Okay. So while taking the pre-acquisition, post-acquisition profits, we need to consider this point. This opening balance will become capital or post-acquisition profit out of 1,80,000, and this 1,000 income we have to add, so it will become 1,81,000 at the end of the period. Out of this 21,000 is your already last year opening balance, so current year profit is 1,60,000. डोंट वरी, वी विल डू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, बट आपको पहले से बता दे रहा हूँ क्या क्या एडजस्टमेंट है. द डायरेक्टर्स डिसाइडेड ऑन द डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन. कब? ऑन द डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन फिक्स्ड असेट ऑफ बी लिमिटेड वर ओवर वैल्यूड. कुछ ज़्यादा बताया, कहते कितना? 50,000 शुड बी रिटर्न डाउन, उतना कम करना है. ओके, ऑन द डेट ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन क्या करना? इसको कम करके दिखाना है. वी नीड टू, एंड जब एसेट वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो रहा है उसके ऊपर डिप्रिसिएशन जो जरूरत नहीं है बोल रहे हो, ठीक है, वी विल नॉट डू दैट वन. सो दिस 50,000 वैल्यू रीवैल्यू हो रहा एसेट का. we are reducing the 50,000 from the fixed assets. Please remember this point also will come while doing the problem. When it is revalued on the date of acquisition, please remember that point. So to that extent our capital profits will reduced. Okay, so hope till here you have understood each and every point. Let us see one thing. अभी आपको मैं एक बात बता देता हूँ. देखो, अपन पहले क्या कर लेते, एक टाइमलाइन लिख लेते, राइट? ऐसा 1/4/2017, 31/3/2018. This is closing date, this is opening date. On closing date we are having surplus 1,80,000, right? To that we need to add 1,000 interest which is not included. So ये कितना होता? 1,81,000 हो रहा. And in between there is date of acquisition, that is 30th September given in the question. 30th September 2017. So till this date is pre, and after this date is post. So opening reserves and surplus, opening surplus is how much? Surplus 21,000 given in the question. Sir, where it is given? I'll show one by one. See, B Limited closing surplus is 80,000 and adjustment 1,000 interest not taken, that if you include 1,81,000 it will be. Whereas in the adjustments they gave additional info. See here in the adjustment they are saying 21,000 on 1/4/2017 ओपनिंग बैलेंस. तो ये आपका प्री एक्विजिशन में आ जाएगा. So where we wrote timeline here. So 21,000 प्री एक्विजिशन में आ जाता एंड करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट कितना है आउट ऑफ 1,81,000 इफ यू डिडक्ट 21,000 टोटल करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट इस साल प्रॉफिट 1,60,000 total profit earned during the year 1,60,000 out of this 1/4/2017 to 30th September 2017 April to September how many months 6 months तो ये 6 months है तो ये भी 6 months है so out of this 1,60,000 current year profit 8,000 here 80,000 post acquisition so post acquisition profit 80,000 pre acquisition 80,000 current year profit and capital profit is there 5,50,000 and general reserve is there sir where it is given दिखा तो एक मिनट यहाँ पे C 5,50,000 capital reserve and general reserve 50,000 right these also considered as capital profit so ये अपना 50,000 but on the date of acquisition something has happened fixed asset value reduced हुआ fixed asset has been reduced how much 50,000 तो एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन में उन्होंने बताया फिक्स्ड असेट्स रिवैल्यू हो रहे सो माइनस फिक्स्ड असेट अंडर वैल्यू ओवर वैल्यूड अभी क्या करना माइनस करना है लेट अस डू दी वन बाय वन ईच वर्किंग नोट एंड रिमेनिंग प्रॉब्लम this is the answer part before that we need to do working notes please remember from here on everything is very important तो मैंने आपको जो ओरली बताया वो कैसे प्रेजेंट करते हैं वो बता रहा हूँ वर्किंग नोट्स शेयर ऑफ होल्डिंग कंपनी and non-controlling interest of B subsidiary company in subsidiary company B limited share of holding company A limited and non-controlling interest B limited in subsidiary company so how to calculate share of holding company in B limited number of shares acquired 8,000 divided by total number of shares in B limited okay total number of shares in B limited कितने हैं टोटल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स इन बी लिमिटेड ओके into 100 you will get how much 80% okay till here hope you have understood or else you can do 8,000 divided by 10,000 0 zeros cancels 3 zeros 2 4s 2 5s 4/5 also you can say next share of non-control interest B limited total is 100 out of this holding company share minus कर दो so 100 20% is non-control interest B limited or else you can do other way out of 10,000 shares A limited is having 8,000 remaining 2,000 are of non-controlling 2,000 shares divided by 10,000 shares so 3 zeros get cancelled 2 1s are 2 5s are so 1/5 is non-control share. So 1 by 5 or 4 by 5 you can take either way, or 20% 80% we can take. अच्छा, यहाँ तक समझ में आया? यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा पॉइंट लिख लेना है. ओके, लेट अस राइट वन स्मॉल पॉइंट ओवर हियर. It is clearly evident that A Limited is having majority of control in B Limited, as it has holding as it has acquired लिखेंगे, acquired 80%, acquired 80% share capital of B Limited A Limited is a holding company and required to prepare consolidated balance sheet as per as per Ind AS 110 consolidated financial statements. बस इतना एक पॉइंट लिख दो, ये आपको सुपर से ऊपर मार्क्स दिला देगा. So this is what we need to write as a note point. A Limited has to do consolidated financial statement. So let us see the next part. यहाँ पे please कम करेंगे. Okay, let us do the remaining thing. So अब date of acquisition is different and date of balance sheet is different, and here in this case in the question they didn't give fair value of the share price. If fair value of share price is given in the question, see in the adjustments, if you see here in the adjustments you can see there is no fair value of the share. If fair value is given, we will calculate non-control interest and value of goodwill on the basis of fair value. If fair value is not given, we need to calculate goodwill or bargaining purchase and non-control interest on the basis of net assets. But date of acquisition and date of balance sheet are different. When date of acquisition and date of balance sheet are different, we need to calculate pre-acquisition, post-acquisition profits. Okay, we need to calculate pre-acquisition, post-acquisition profits for the purpose of knowing on the date of acquisition what is the profit. Okay, net assets on the date of balance sheet we need to take generally, but date of acquisition is different. Goodwill or bargaining purchase arises on the date of acquisition. For that purpose, we need to distribute pre-acquisition and post-acquisition profits. Let us do the working note 2. रिवीजन है, फिर भी मैं डिटेल में बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि कुछ लोग क्लास में नए थे, being COVID situation. So let us deal the distribution of post acquisition and pre acquisition profits. First we will calculate post acquisition or revenue profits. Surplus on 31/3/2018 is 1,80,000 given in the question. Add interest due from A Limited 1000. Total सरप्लस आफ्टर एडजस्टमेंट 1,81,000. ये सब आपको मैंने पहले भी बताया while explaining the question itself. So after that we need to less surplus, okay, on 1/4/2017, being this is capital profit we need to deduct. So current year profit, revenue profit is 1,60,000. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको टाइमलाइन के हिसाब से बताया था इससे पहले ये वाला. तो आउट ऑफ टोटल क्लोजिंग कैपिटल इंटरेस्ट ऐड करें तो 1,81,000. ओपनिंग सॉरी क्लोजिंग प्रॉफिट रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस is 1,81,000 not capital, and opening value 21,000. So if we deduct opening surplus from the closing we will get current year profit. इस साल में कितना प्रॉफिट अर्न करे वो यहाँ पे आ गया. लेकिन इसमें भी डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन इज ऑन 30th September. तो 30th September बिफोर इज पोस्ट एक्विजिशन. ट्रेन चलेगा. सो pre-acquisition current year profit before 31st September 2017 is pre-acquisition profit. Out of 1,60,000, 6 months period 80,000 pre-acquisition, and post-acquisition current year profit after September 2017 till 31st March 1,60,000 into 6 by 12 80,000. This will be your current year profit, okay, distributed between pre and post. So share of A Limited holding company in post acquisition profit, out of this 80,000, 80% belongs to whom? 80% belongs to holding company, remaining will be belongs to non-control interest party, that is share of non-control B Limited post acquisition 80,000 into 20%, 16,000 this 16,000 is non-control interest will go to non-control interest on the date of consolidated balance sheet, right? This 16,000, okay, post acquisition 64,000 post acquisition will go to goodwill or bargaining purchase, okay, वो आपको मैं अभी बता देता हूँ बाद में. तो next, till here post acquisition is over. Let us calculate pre acquisition profit now. Pre acquisition profit or capital profit of B Limited. Capital reserve given 5,50,000 in the question, less bonus shares issued. Generally ये पॉइंट क्या करना, बैलेंस ऑन द डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन नहीं लेना, क्योंकि दिस इज ऑन 31st March बट डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन इज ऑन 30th September. तो ये सितंबर का तक तो बोनस इश्यू नहीं हुआ, बट इन द बुक्स till you are doing consolidation, at the time of consolidation you know there is bonus issue and it is not accounted in the books. They are saying अगर अकाउंट करे बोले तो अलग बात थी, they have not accounted. That is why while doing consolidated balance sheet, when you know this amount will not come in the capital reserve, then we will separate it. तो इसलिए separate कर रहे हैं, या separating the bonus issue being it is, we know on the date of consolidation there is bonus issue, okay. That is why holding company is separating, because B Limited अपने इंफॉर्मेशन देते वक्त बोनस इशू हुआ बोले, लेकिन बोनस इशू इज नॉट अकाउंटेड दे सेड. Shall I show that point? In the question they said here, but accounting effect to this bonus issue has been not given in the अबो बैलेंस शीट. ये ऊपर जो बैलेंस शीट दी है उसमें बोनस शेयर्स इंक्लूड नहीं है बोल रहे. तो while doing consolidation we know about this point, so that is why we are considering bonus shares also. So let us see how to calculate bonus shares. ये आपको ऑलरेडी पता है. 10,000 shares है existing, out of that one bonus share will be given for every 2 shares. So 10,000 into 1 by 2, 5,000 bonus shares at 100 rupees each, it will become 5 lakhs. So out of 5,50,000 capital reserve, first bonus issue will be deducted from capital reserve. So remaining balance 50,000. Then general reserve 50,000 is given. Surplus post acquisition, pre acquisition. Pre acquisition is 1/4/2017 to 30th September. Okay. So surplus on 1/4/2017 21,000. Current year profit में before, okay, before on 30th September current year profit is how much? 80,000. So we are considering this 80,000 which is calculated above. See, ये यहाँ पे आपने कैलकुलेट करके रखे पोस्ट एक्विजिशन प्री एक्विजिशन. तो ये प्री एक्विजिशन पार्ट यहाँ पे आ गया है, ओके. सॉरी, नॉट दिस, ये वाला नहीं, एक मिनट, ये वाला नहीं, ये नॉन कंट्रोल इंटरेस्ट पोर्शन है, दिस पार्ट. ये पोस्ट एक्विजिशन और ये प्री एक्विजिशन. दिस 80,000 प्री एक्विजिशन प्रॉफिट विल बी इंक्लूडेड इन द कैपिटल प्रॉफिट्स. ये आपका कैपिटल प्रॉफिट में इंक्लूड हो जाएगा. So this 80,000 will be included in the capital profits. So total surplus is how much? 21,000 plus 80,000, 1 lakh 1,000. Total capital profits before adjustment of fixed assets, 2 lakh 1,000, 50,000, 50,000, 1 lakh 1,000. So less decrease in the value of fixed assets, adjust acquisition date पे fixed asset value decrease कर रहे. So total pre-acquisition capital profit 1,51,000. Out of this, share of A limited and B limited. Okay, share of A limited 1,50,000 into 80%, 1,02,000, 20,800 and non-control interest 30,200. ये ज़रूरी भी नहीं है, फिर भी कर दिए. नेक्स्ट, ये यहाँ तक होने के बाद, प्री एक्विजिशन पोस्ट एक्विजिशन होने के बाद, वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट non-control interest, goodwill or bargaining purchase as per Ind AS 103 business acquisition for consolidation under net assets value because fair value is not given. So net assets है क्या on the date of acquisition? No. So non-control interest on the date of acquisition we are calculating. If net assets are not there, then we need to calculate capital plus reserves and surplus. Capital plus reserves and surplus will give you net asset. So capital of B limited, existing shares 10,000 shares of 100 rupees each, 10 lakhs. 5,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each, bonus shares 5 lakhs. So pre acquisition capital profit 1,51,000. So capital plus reserves and surplus together we have total assets. Total assets is equals to capital plus reserves. How much? 16,51,000. This total is nothing but our capital. Sorry. See. It is the net assets. Okay. So total net assets is equals to total net assets is equals to 16 lakh total net assets value is of total net asset value is equals to 16,51,000. Non-control interest on the date of acquisition out of total net assets 16,51,000 into 20%, 3,30,000 non-control interest. Okay, non-control interest on the date of acquisition we have got. Sir, why we are calculating that one? Goodwill or bargaining purchase price calculate के लिए non-control interest चाहिए. So goodwill or bargaining purchase price equals to A, purchase consideration paid 17 lakh. सर कहाँ पे है? Investment of A limited in B limited. You can see here given. यहाँ पे लिखे रखे अपन. See, already we wrote. Purchase consideration paid we will consider investment in B limited of A limited 17 lakhs. So this point amount we are taking here in the while preparing consolidated balance sheet goodwill calculation. So add non control interest. अभी non control interest कैलकुलेट करें. 3,30,200. So non control interest 3,30,000. So total A 17 lakh plus 3,30,000, 20,30,200. B less total net asset value. Total net asset value given here, just calculated 16,51,000. So if you deduct 16,51,000, we will get goodwill. 3,79,200. So we have got goodwill in this question. Okay, next again we need to calculate non-control interest of B Limited on consolidated balance sheet date. So on consolidated balance sheet date, goodwill is equals to non-control interest is equals to non-control interest on the date of acquisition, that is 16,51,000. Just now we have calculated above. Here ये वैल्यू ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट करे ना, इस ये वैल्यू ले लेना. So 16,51,000 एक्चुअली नेट असेट्स पे करते हैं, असेट्स माइनस लाइबिलिटीज, बट ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन टिल द डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन. उसको पोस्ट एक्विजिशन ऐड कर लिए तो हो जाएगा. सो टिल द डेट ऑफ एक्विजिशन is how much? 3,30,200. Add post acquisition share of non-control interest, that is 80,000 into 20%, 16,000. ये भी अपन ऑलरेडी लिख के रखे यहाँ पे. सी this 16,000 will go to where we wrote non-control interest for the purpose of closing balance sheet. So this 16,000 will फिर से आ रहा हो. So this 16,000 non-control interest में आता बोल के पहले से non-control interest consolidated balance sheet. So this we will take now at here 16,000. So total non-control interest value on the date of acquisition 3,46,200. This will go to the balance sheet. Okay, consolidated balance sheet में जाएगा. Let us see the now consolidated balance sheet one by one each. अभी वर्किंग्स हो गए, अब बैलेंस शीट करना बाकी है. So let us see the answer. So as per what we are doing, consolidated balance sheet, ऊपर लिखो आप आंसर लिखते वक्त, as per Ind AS 110 consolidated balance sheet of A Limited and its subsidiary B Limited as on 31st March 2018. तो शेयर कैपिटल, सर शेयर कैपिटल पहले क्या आएगा? इक्विटी एंड लायबिलिटीज अंडर दैट शेयर होल्डर्स फंड. शेयर होल्डर्स फंड में शेयर कैपिटल चाहिए, वो ए में है. ए नोट्स भी लिख करना है. ऑथराइज्ड शेयर कैपिटल वी डोंट नो. इश्यूड सब्सक्राइब पेड अप कैपिटल 30,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid up 30 lakhs. प्लीज रिमेंबर ओनली ए लिमिटेड का शेयर कैपिटल लेना है, बी लिमिटेड का नहीं लेना है. बी लिमिटेड विल कम ओनली इन वर्किंग नोट. ओके सर, वेयर इट इज गिवन? सी सर, हियर इट इज गिवन 30,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each. Sorry, 100 rupees. So 100 rupees each, 30 lakhs. This will be taken in the consolidated balance sheet. Next, reserves and surplus we need to take. While taking reserves and surplus, see, that is also reserves and surplus we will take of general reserve, A limited how much? 3 lakhs. We are having surplus of uh, profits of B limited will also come. So under reserves and surplus, we need to see these things: 3 lakhs capital reserve, general reserve 3 lakh 82,000, and out of 80,000 80% वर्किंग नोट में करके रखे, वो वाला आ जाएगा अंडर रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस. लेट अस सी. So let us see the reserves and surplus here. Reserves and surplus, general reserve, balance in surplus account. Okay, 3,82,000, and share of revenue. Okay, profit from B limited, that is 64,000 post acquisition profit. So total 4 lakh 48,000 and 3 lakhs 7 lakh 48,000 will come in the balance sheet under the head reserves and surplus. ओके, तो जल्दी जाके क्या करना, ये रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस यहाँ पे लिख देना. सी बी रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस, ए शेयर कैपिटल. नेक्स्ट, नॉन कंट्रोलिंग इंटरेस्ट. नॉन कंट्रोलिंग इंटरेस्ट वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड. नॉन कंट्रोलिंग, that value will come here. वर्किंग नोट 4 है आप. ओके, वो वैल्यू यहाँ पे ले लेना. 3,46,200. ओके, वर्किंग नोट 4. ओके, 3,48,200. Next, current liabilities. Trade payables are there. Okay, under trade payables we are having bills payable, A limited, B limited. Okay, bills payable B limited के है यहाँ पे. While taking both we need to consider B limited के A limited के bills payable है, उसमें 5,000 आर फ्रॉम म्यूचुअल. so creditors and bills payable are there. So from bills payable we need to deduct this 5,000 and remaining we will show. So let us see the same thing. 17,000 minus 5,000, 12,000. Sundry creditors A limited and B limited total. So total current liabilities 2,61,000. Similarly, we need to do for the assets part. Assets, under assets we are having two assets from the both tangible and intangible we need to take. So let us see them one by one. Tangible assets, CBIT we need to see, but before that remember one thing, where is the tangible assets values? Go to the main question. क्वेश्चन में आपको दिए tangible assets, फिक्स्ड assets यहाँ पे ओके 15 lakhs and 14,47,000. तो ये tangible assets नीचे जाके एक सेपरेट नोट बनाना ऐसा. फिक्स्ड assets A limited 15 lakhs, B limited B limited 14 lakhs 47,000 is there. Out of this 50,000 क्या हुआ, डिक्रीज हुआ. सो डिक्रीज 50,000, you decrease it, then you will get 13,97,000 and 15 lakhs A limited, together 28,97,000. एंड गुडविल, इंटेंजिबल असेट गुडविल है जो आपको वर्किंग नोट 3 में आया. वर्किंग नोट 3 में 3,79,200. okay, let us write these two things first in the main balance sheet, consolidated balance sheet. So tangible assets C 28,97,000, intangible 3,79,000. Total non-current assets. To this we need to add current assets. Under current assets we are having following things. First, stock in hand 4 lakhs plus 2 lakhs, total 6 lakhs. So यहाँ पे stock in hand A limited, B limited 4 plus 2 6 lakhs. This will go in the main balance sheet. Similarly, let us see यहाँ पे current assets में inventories. okay, then trade receivables. Go to the question. In the question trade receivables are there, that is debtors value and bills receivable 2,80,000. These two items will come in the balance sheet. And bills receivable 12,000 is there. From that we need to deduct 5,000 mutual owings. 2,50,000 plus 1,80,000 plus 12,000 minus 5,000. This will be there in the bills receivable and debtors in trade receivables. Let us go to the balance sheet, notes to balance sheet. So let us prepare a note relating to it and show it in the. So let us see these bills receivable, debtors values in the first in the notes to balance sheet. So here we need to make a note. Trade receivable, debtors A limited, B limited 2,50,000, 1,80,000, total 3,40,000. and to that bills receivable we are having 12,000, but bills receivable from B Limited, mutual debt 5,000, so 7,000 outer column. Total trade receivables 4,37,000. This will appear in the consolidated balance sheet. So let us go to the consolidated balance sheet and check it out there. So here we are can see inventories के बाद trade receivables have 4,37,000. Next, cash and cash equivalents. Let us go to the question and find what is cash and cash equivalents balance. Here cash and cash equivalent balance given 20,000, 20,000. So this 20,000, 20,000, total 40,000 will come under notes to balance sheet. first नोट प्रिपेयर करना है कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट के लिए. तो कैश इन हैंड एंड बैंक बैलेंस ए लिमिटेड बी लिमिटेड 20,000 20,000 टोटल 40,000. तो कैश एंड बैंक बैलेंस ए लिमिटेड 20,000, B limited 20,000, total 40,000. And contingent liability and commitments, this disclosure requirement given in the question as adjustment 6,000 rupees we need to pay. A note is given relating to this in the question, so that is why we are making a note separately, and it is a off balance sheet item. It will not appear in the balance sheet, but as a footnote it will appear. Let us see these things in the balance sheet, main balance sheet. So cash and cash equivalents G item 40,000, total current assets 10,77,000, fixed assets non-current assets 32,76,200, total assets 43,53,200, total liabilities also same amount is there. So contingent liabilities and commitments 6,000. Sir, where it is given as a footnote we need to show, because here note on the balance sheet date A limited there is a contingent item of bills receivable 6,000. So in future it may be payable, that is why it is shown as a disclosure requirement in the balance sheet as a footnote. So hope you have understood this answer. Those who are appearing regularly in the class will understand, others may understand, but for them it is little bit difficult because it is a revision video. I can't explain in detail by doing the problem, and please practice well, because holding company problem will come in the exam, but it is a lengthy one. Try to practice much so that you can do it in lesser time. Maximum 20 minutes you need to allocate for this. So for that purpose you need to practice a lot and learn the theory part also. सीखना बंद हो जीतना बंद, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए. If you like the video, share it with your friend, क्योंकि sharing is caring. Nothing to say. Prepare well, perform well in the exam. Bye. Take care. Jai Hind.